Mateo was 2. It's so funny, my good friend kept saying, have you taken Mateo to the doctor? He's the 4th child and always in a stroller, and I had all these reasons for why he wasn't walking at 2. So the pediatrician said to us at his well check, I'm going to refer you to an orthopedic doctor. So we go, and within minutes, she's like, oh, he has cerebral palsy. And I felt like I got sucker punched. But so they told us that, and then I call my husband and I tell my husband, and we don't know anything about cerebral palsy. From that moment on, my husband and I researched everything we could about what it means to have cerebral palsy and learned that there are varying stages and degrees of it, and people are affected different ways. And so we really needed to understand how Mateo was affected. And so we saw, developmental milestones pass by. And it's heartbreaking as a parent. And you've got other kids who were doing swimming and running and playing in all these sports. We had heard all of the medical options that Mateo had for him, which included, medication in perpetuity and several orthopedic surgeries, and no one could really say that it would be the last. And so my goal has always been to maximize his quality of life with minimal medical intervention. And anytime you do medical intervention, it always opens up the possibility for other things to go wrong. And do you know what all the risks are? So we go through the process to see if Mateo's a candidate for selective dorsal rhizotomy, at the same time talking to all our doctors who were telling us no. And we knew what all the risks are, and Mateo knew what all the risks were. And talking to my uncle, he said, I spoke to one of the neurosurgeons at the hospital, and he worked under Dr. Park. And he watched Dr. Park perform this surgery. And he said he made it look easy. And if this were his kid, he would do it without a doubt. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mateo, you're a candidate for surgery. And he leans into me and he says, well, Mommy, who will pray for me? And I tell another friend of mine, and she's like, yeah, you have to take care of Mateo's spiritual needs, just like you take care of his physical needs. I scoured the internet for something tangible. And I know in the past we had Google Docs sent out so that people would do 24-hour rosaries during births or surgeries and things like that in our community. So one Sunday morning, I'm Googling, go pray for me, because everybody knows GoFundMe, but I don't want to raise money, I want to raise prayer. And wouldn't you know it, it existed. And so I created his campaign. It was super easy to do. Then I sent it to my teenage kids. And they're all over the country, going to different colleges and universities. And so they sent it out to their friends, and then St. Monica's family sent it out to their friends, St. Bede's. It kind of just spread. There were, obviously Catholic families praying for Mateo. Our neighbors across the street who were Jewish, they incorporated prayer into their life. My son's football team was praying. His fraternity brothers all prayed. Water polo moms that we've had were praying for Mateo. When people open up and ask for help, I think that's the hardest part. Ask for prayer, give prayer. It is the best gift you can give. It costs no money, and it can be from all faiths. It's so easy to do, and it is the best gift you could ever be given. My name is Christina Escovar, and I'm an LA Catholic.